Anyways, hello, welcome to PictureThisNewMedia. My name is Halal Ernie, and today we are going to go over the March 29th, 2023. I got the title wrong, March 29th, not 9th. March 29th. New Comic Book Day recommendations for New Comic Book Day Wednesday. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with this first row. We got Detective Comics issue 1070. I'm going to skip, but I do recommend for DC fans. Same with Action Comics. Daredevil issue number 9. I haven't heard anything. I'm gonna skip it. Same with Dark Knights of Steel. I actually did hear some good some good reviews on that one. So I do recommend it to Batman fans. You got quite a bit of Batman to choose from, so this one is probably going to be good for y'all. Issue number 32 of Thor by Marvel Comics I'm going to skip, and I do recommend it to Doom fans. I don't know if they did him dirty or not. Please let me know in the comments if they are doing wrong by MF Doom. He's one of my favorites from Marvel Comics. I call him Metal MF Doom when he's just Doom. Dr. Doom. Sorry, I'm getting it confused with MF Doom the rapper. But anyways, next up is Something is Killing the Children issue number 30. Now I have not gotten the chance to catch up to issue number 30, but damn, I am at like, you alright? I'm at like issue 20 right now, and it's beautiful. It's masterpiece, and I can't imagine it falling off. I really can't. So I do recommend Something's Killing the Children. I do recommend that you watch or read the previous comics, because if you start off in issue 30, you're not going to know what's going on, the premise of the story, nothing. Next up is issue number 5 of Deadpool. I did start off with that one, issue number 1. It was alright. They really watered down the jokes on Deadpool. It's not as fun anymore, but it looks interesting. It looks like he's got a symbiote now, so that might be cool. That might be interesting. So check that out. Let me know if I'm missing out on this one. I am skipping it for now, but if it's a Venom, like if he's got a Venom symbiote, I think I might give it a chance. Let me know in the comments if I'm missing anything. Same with Harley Quinn issue number 28 by DC Comics. They have ruined that character like 30 different times in 30 different ways. It's awful what they've done to Harley Quinn. That's why I've switched to Punchline. Marvel Comics did the same thing with Silk too. She was a great alternative to Gwen and all those other Spider Girls and Spider Woman and all that crap. She was a great alternative to those Spider Women, but they started ruining her character because she's Korean, and they wanted to do this whole Stop Asian Hate train, and they made the last story was really watered down. It was like it was made for kids. It was awful. I hated it, and I felt robbed. Next up is the Invincible Iron Man issue number 4. I'm gonna skip. If you're an Iron Man fan, it might be good for you. Gotham City Year 1. I heard was really good. It deals more with the police department, and like the whole politics behind Gotham City. You get like cameos of Batman. Pretty interesting. I do recommend it to Batman fans. Unstoppable Doom Patrol issue number 1 by DC Comics. Degenerates, one and all, the world's strangest heroes are back in the DC universe. After the events of Lazarus Planet, more people than ever have an active metagenes. Most of the new metahumans have become misfits, shunned and imprisoned by fearful society. They're hidden away in the dark, lost to a system that only sees them as weapons or guinea pigs, ticking time bombs that can only be defused by unstoppable Doom Patrol. Robot Man, Elastic Woman, and Negative Man are joined by their brand new teammates, Beast Girl and Degenerate, and led by Crazy Jane's mysterious new alter, the Chief, on a mission of saving the world by saving the monsters. Okay, I don't know. This character looks kind of lame. This character looks like they're trying to rip off an anime. I don't think I'm gonna like this one. There's a good review, so I don't know. I'll give this one a maybe. Next up is Star Wars The High Republic issue number 7, Hard Pass. Tim Drake's Robin issue number 7. This is the one that they canceled and nobody liked. So yeah, the bisexual Robin is not selling, and I recommend that you not get it because it's canceled and it's probably garbage. Next up is Lazarus Planet Revenge of the Gods issue number 2. According to the Doom Patrol, it's already done, so there's some leftover remnants of that. I'm not interested in it, but let me know if I missed out on anything good. Next up is Strange Academy issue number 5 Finals. Hard Pass, it's a school anime theme, not for me. Star Wars The High Republic delayed, Hard Pass. Sabretooth The Exiles issue number 5. Original Sabretooth fans, let me know if this is good. I heard some mixed reviews, but mostly positive, so let me know if this is something I missed out on. Next up is Stargirl The Lost Children issue number 5, Hard Pass by DC Comics. But it looks interesting, but not to me. Avengers Beyond by Marvel Comics. Let's see what this is all about. You could tell that the cover looks like shit. There's no depth right there. There's no shadowing. Literally looks like they cut a head from another picture and just cropped it and put him on there. It does not look good. Does not look like there's a body in there. Anyways, the cover is not a really good thing to judge it off. Scotty Young, what the hell? Or Frank DeMartra, this is one of your lazy works. Doesn't look like they're getting good feedback. Someone has been manipulating the Avengers for the past several months, altering the very fabric of reality in an attempt to prepare the planet for a threat that could destroy everything. Here now, this unseen individual is to be dragged kicking and screaming from the shadows and into the light. And it's revealed as thanks for the reveal, as the Beyonder. Something big is coming to the Marvel Universe. I'm not drinking. This is just, it's Ramadan, so this is not me drinking. This is just me wetting my mouth because it is dry as hell. Sorry about that. Ugh. Yeah, I'm gonna skip that. Next up is Punchline, issue number 6, by DC Comics. The return of the Clown Prince. At the moment Punchline needed him the least, the Joker has returned to interfere with her war. So, the Joker makes an appearance, and she's not freaking happy, and neither am I. I love this. I love this comic book. Can't recommend it enough. I think this is the finale, but yeah, I really like this series. Yeah, epic conclusion to the best-selling Punchline miniseries is here. I, I, I can only imagine that this is the best Punchline comic book, and I really hope that there's more good ones to come, because damn, this was a good comic book. This is a great character, and since they ruined Harley Quinn, I love it. I love it. I don't want it to end. I didn't want this one to end. Next up is Planet Hulk, issue number 5 of World Breaker. I'm gonna skip. Oh, hell yeah. Next up is Venom, Lethal Protector number 2, issue number 1, pulling that series. Yeah. Lethal Protector. The Annihilation Agenda. Brock versus Doom. Enough said. Venom co-creator David Michelin returns with a brand new story set in the sinister symbiote's past when Brains and Spider-Man were still on the menu. This time, so it's Eddie Brock. This time he's hunting with rising star Farid Karami to weave an epic blockbuster story that will take Venom from the streets of New York City to the kingdom of Latveria, as Eddie Brock is challenged like never before. What or who will Venom need to overcome the Firecast foe in the Marvel universe? One thing's for certain, this monster is bringing the mayhem. I cannot wait. Fuck yeah. Hell yeah. Excited. Next up is Blue Beetle Graduation Day issue number 5. I'm going to recommend that to Batman fans and Blue Beetle fans. I kind of regret not getting it myself. Next up is Batman Gotham Knights Gilded City. I do recommend it to Batman fans. Yeah, like I said, you got a lot to choose from. Captain Britain Betsy Braddock issue number 2. Hard pass. Ugh. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles crossover volume number 2, issue number 4. I'm gonna pass that on that, but I will recommend it to the Turtles and Rangers fans. I'm over them. Never was really a Turtle fan. I was more of a Power Ranger fan, but I'm 30. I'm in my 30s now. It's not something I care about much anymore. There's some things that you keep and there's some things that you don't, and Power Rangers was something that I didn't keep. Next up is Bloodstained Teeth issue number 10 by Image Comics. I am going to recommend that one. It's a great vampire story by Image Comics, and it is Fairyland Marvel Comics cookie cutter story on vampires, so it's pretty unique. Same with Boom Studios' Once Upon a Time at the End of the World. I did not want this one. Esther kind of made me get it, I guess, for lack of a better term. She wanted it, but she hasn't read it yet, but I read it and it's great. I'm glad I got it. I recommend it, especially if you're into the whole end of the world apocalyptic type things. It's got a little bit of cyberpunk in it. It's great. Next up is It's Jeff by Marvel Comics, issue number 1. It looks like a kid comic. Writers Kelly Thompson, Jeff the Land Shark. Yeah, looks like crap. Not for me. I'm not even gonna read this description. You can read it if you want. LeagueOfComics.com/newcomics. Ugh. X-Men Unforgiven. See, I'll read this. Next up is Marvel Comics X-Men Unforgiven, issue number 1. Cure for pain. Mutants are monsters, beaten, broken, and bruised after the destruction of Spider-Man Unforgiven, and the Forgiven desperately need a break. But of course, there ain't no rest for the wicked. Body parts have mysteriously started washing up on the coast of Maine, and these extraneous organs call for the help of extraordinary X-Men. With former bloodsucker Jubilee in tow, the team is risking more than they know. Let's see, they got Marvel Girl, Rogue, Jubilee, Wolverine. Well, I've fallen deeply out of the X-Men lore. I don't recognize them at all. At all. But Tim Seeley is a good writer. Tim Seeley is a really good writer. I don't know much about Martin Biro. Let's see what he does as an editor. So he's pretty much I don't know. This comic book's got a lot going against it. You know what? I might give it a chance. I might go back into X-Men. I give it a chance with Gambit and Rogue. I'll give it a chance with this as well. See if it pays off. It sounds cool. I like the story. Next up is Clobbering Time by Marvel Comics, issue number 1. Looks like a kid-style comic. Definitely worth if you want to get your kids into the Marvel scene. I'm not sure. It doesn't look like it's got any like wokeness in it. It does look like it's got a lot of fighting, so this might be interesting for your kids. This might. I'd recommend it to the kids. Waller vs. Wildstorm by DC Comics, issue number 1. Book 1. In the early 1980s, as the Cold War stubbornly refuses to thaw, a new battle heats up for the soul of the intelligence agency Checkmate. As the agency's super-heroic public face, Jackson King, aka the Armored Battalion, former leader of Stormwatch and the symbol of American might, has long suspected that Adeline Kane is up to her dirty tricks overseas, engineering horrors that betray everything he believes about the service to one's country. But King doesn't know what Kane has cleverly new. But King doesn't know that Kane has a clever new ally, an ambitious young woman named Amanda Waller. She has her own ideas about metahumans and how they can serve their country, and honor, dignity, and long lives don't factor into them. Ooh. National Security reporter Spencer Ackerman. Alright. Let's see. So we got a Wakanda writer. Nib. I don't know. Looks kind of stupid. I don't know. It's a Black Label comic. It might be worth it. This might be worth it. I don't think it is. I'll give it a shot. You know what? I'll give it a shot. Yeah. Hmm. I'll give it a shot. I'll give it a shot. Screw it. I'll give it a shot. Next up is Sandman Universe, The Dead Boy Detective, issue number 4 by DC Comics. I'll recommend it to Dead Boy Detective readers. Star Wars Return of the Jedi, Jabba's Palace, issue number 1. Who is plotting to overthrow Jabba the Hutt? Jabba's Palace is one of many places to find the vilest of scum and villainy, relaxing, wet their whistles, and indulge in their vices. Who would ever want that to end? Well, someone has Jabba in their sights, beginning series one-shot spotlighting Return of the Jedi era, Mark Guggenheim, Han Solo. Alright. This sounds cute, but I don't know. The whole humanizing robot stuff is kind of weird to me. They replace them. They treat robots like crap in the original IP. So I don't know where this love for robots came from. I don't think this looks very good, honestly, and I'm probably gonna skip it. I'll recommend it to Star Wars fans if they really want this, but I don't think it's for me. And I'm a Star Wars fan. Next up is The Ambassador by Image Comics, issue number 1. Ambassadors, the most ambitious comic book of all time, is finally here. Imagine you could give superpowers to 6 people in a world of 8 billion. Who do you choose? Join the 6 of the greatest artists in the industry for an enormous story about ordinary people from around the world, explaining why it should be them. This sounds like a really good story, honestly. Wow. Let's see the covers. Dope. I don't know. Hopefully it's not like some inclusionary, like, I hope it's not some inclusionary, all in, like, representation matters only comic book. Image normally never has that problem, but sometimes they get one squeaking by. We'll see if this one works though. I will definitely pull this one. Next up is Philadelphia, issue number 29 by Image Comics. Recommend that one, Philadelphia fans. I did a chance thumbs up there. Philadelphia, issue number 29. Can't recommend this enough. I love it. Lovesick, issue number 1. It's more of a female-based comic book, but it's still a great indie one nonetheless. You won't find these kind of stories in Marvel Comics, DC either. That's what I love about Image Comics. You get some really good deep stories in there. Next up is Local Man, issue number 2 by Image Comics. I do recommend that one, but I forgot what it's all about. Once this star recruit of media sensation super team 3rd Gen Jack Xavier had it all, but when controversy sends Cross Jack crawling back to his mom's and dad's basement in the Midwest, Jack struggles to fit in the world he left behind, and the bodies start piling up. Oh yeah, Tim Seeley always does really good work. Look at all these great reviews. Yeah, that's how intros start, dude. Anyways, I'll recommend it. Looks good enough. Approach, issue number 5. Now this one's really cool. There was basically a long lost airplane that came into a snowed-in airport, and there was a dead body. Well, that dead body turned out to be an alien, and we're on issue number 5 now. So yeah, recommend that one. Really good. Almost like, who's that horror that does horror books like it yeah, it's very Stephen King-esque. Very Stephen King-esque, the kind of comic book. Thank you. Couldn't remember his name. Next up is Indigo Children by Image Comics, issue number 1. It's a series premiere. Acclaimed creator Kurt Press. It's a mix between Radiant Black, I like that, Department of Truth, and it's alright. In this action-packed sci-fi mystery epic, as a journalist, Donovan hunts down extraordinarily gifted indigo children after their mysterious disappearance 15 years prior. Looks like there's going to be a show of this on Amazon. There's not very much information. I'll pull it. Sounds good. See how far that one goes. Parker Girls by Abstract Studios. The imagery looks crappy, but the story looked alright. Hellboy in Love, issue number 4 is coming out really late, but I do recommend it. Dark Horse Comics does really good Hellboy series. Next up, Jesus Christ, is Dark Horse Comics. It's Only a Teenage Wasteland. I am going to skip that one, and I don't know, it's not the greatest. Star Trek. If you like grunge comics, you might like that one. And if you like metal and rock and roll, then you know, it's alright. Next up is Star Trek Strange New World, Ilarian Enigma, issue number 4, Hard Pass, Unbreakable Red Sonja, I'm going to get and recommend you do too. Same with Heart Eyes by Vault Comics. Really love these two series. Strange Eyes I thought was going to be a little soft, considering it's from Vault, and they usually do some woke kind of Black Mask kind of crap. But this one was just all story, all horror, all fun. I really like this one. Same with Vampirella Year 1. You got the early years of Vampirella. You got some really great artistic styling. Can't recommend it enough. I love these 3 right here. These 3 comic book waifus. Next up is Dungeons and Dragons Saturday Morning Adventures, issue number 1 by IDW. Dungeons and Dragons has really been pissing off their fan base lately. But yet again, when your fan base is like this, I guess you think you're invincible. Long before the world was turned upside down and new generations discovered D&D, 6 kids boarded a magical roller coaster and were transported to the Forgotten Realms. Noble Ranger Hank, intrepid acrobat Diana, quiet thief Sheila, impulsive barbarian Bobby, fearful cavalier Eric, and uncertain magician Presto only want to get back to their own world, but escaping the realm has turned out to be much harder than getting there. Danger lurks at every turn. The enigmatic dungeon master is less than helpful, and Venger The force of evil will stop at nothing to get his hands on the magical weapons the kids have come to rely on. To top it off, Hank has made a startling discovery, and despite the dangers, Sheila, Bobby, Diana, and others are so sure they want to go home after all. I don't know. I guess it'll be a good pull for the kids, but I don't know. I'll have to give it a chance. Since I'm a D&D nerd, I'm just gonna have to give it a chance, suck it up, and see if it's good. Next up is Grim Fairy Tales, issue number 70. I recommend that one. Really great stories in there, really great art, really fun, interesting things. DC and Ruby, issue number 2. Ruby fans, you might like this. I didn't. Next up is The Exiled, issue number 2 by Wesley Snipes and One Not Publishing. Highly recommend. I'm gonna get this one. Really good series, really funny, really gruesome, fun, lots of fun. Wesley Snipes didn't disappoint there, honestly. Next up, Rick and Morty, issue number 3, hard pass. I'm so sick of Rick and Morty. And not because of the guy, the creator. I got tired of the cartoons long before any of his controversies. I don't know, I just got tired of it. And they were coming out with comic book after comic book. They were really running a Batman on us. It was hard to keep up with. My comic book shop wasn't keeping them all in line. It's all in stock, so it wasn't fun for me. If you're a Rick and Morty fan, you're gonna like it, but I got sick of it. I got absolutely sick of it. Next up is Dragon Age, issue number 3, The Missing. I'm going to recommend this one. I'm also going to pull the series. Dark Horse Comics does really good video game comic books, like really good. I can't recommend it enough. They did this, The Witcher. They've done all kinds of good video game comic books. I think they even did Bloodborne, if I'm not mistaken. And that Bloodborne, oh god, that Bloodborne story was so good. It was really good. Next up, My Hero Academia came out 2 days ago, so make sure to pick that up. Liquid Kill by Whatnot Publishing. I'm not sure if I got that one last time, but it looks really cool. Let's give it a chance. Oh yeah, I might have gotten this one. It's like a Ghost in the Shell type of thing. Cyberpunk, John Wick. Fuck yeah, that looks so cool. Whatnot Publishing is really turning out some great bangers. I predict that they're gonna be up there doing some big things soon. Barbarella, The Center Cannot Hold by Dynamite Entertainment. I really loved Barbarella's last book. Barbarella's last book was really good. The art was a little shit, but the story was absolutely amazing. Very futuristic, very 70s sci-fi. If you read the book, you're gonna understand what I mean. You got the leather suits, you got the analog dials, the spaceships that look like they're from the 70s and 80s movies. It's so dope. I love Barbarella, and she's not that badly drawn either. She's drawn pretty hot. Next up is Blaze Comics, Blaze Publishing, Lovecraft, Unknown Kadath. This comic book is absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. If you know who Lovecraft is, you'll know that this comic book is gonna have all the crazy, all the tropes, all the fun of fantasy, medieval fantasy. So yeah, you're gonna love this one. I love it. Next up is Kamen Rider 01, issue number 3. I'm gonna pass on that one. It's this very interesting Japanese Power Rangers-esque type of show turned into a comic book. The show's crap. The comic book might be good. I'm not entirely interested in it. So yeah. God Fell, issue number 2 by Vault Comics. See, this is what I meant about when I was worried about Hard Eyes might be woke. If you just look at these 2 characters right here, you're gonna know that this comic book's gonna be garbage. Next up, and if you don't know why it's gonna be garbage, then you must not like this YouTube channel. Next up is Mad Cave's Don't Spit in the Wind, issue number 1. In the distant future, humanity has escaped the shell of what it once was, a lush, beautiful earth that has instead been left a dumping ground full of trash, smog, and pollution. One's man's trash is another man's living. Since Earth has become inhospitable, humanity escaped ages ago to live in a space station floating above the atmosphere. Now Travis and his crew of garbage men are tasked with cleaning up the mountains of toxic waste, working for a company called Atomic Rose Inc. to create a clear world. But when one of the Travis crew members goes missing near an old nuclear facility, Travis' job becomes a little bit more complicated. It looks like a weird slice of life. It doesn't look like there's going to be too much action. The art though looks pretty good. Not gonna lie. Well, it did look good until this person was drawn. Yeah, I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna pass. But let me know if you didn't pass and if you liked this one. No judgment here. I almost thought I was gonna get it, but I don't know. I changed my mind whenever I saw that character. Next up is Ancient Enemies, issue number 3 by Frank Miller. I'm going to recommend that one. Looks really cool. I kind of regret not getting it. Next up is Dead Seas by IDW. I haven't heard anything on this. Ghosts of the past return to haunt the crew of Perdition as you can read this if you want to get a hint of what this is all about. I'm not gonna be rating this or reading this, but let me know if I'm missing out on anything. It looks like I am though. Next up is Playthings by Scout Comics. I recommend this one. Really good horror comic book. Really great, really scary, really good art, and you're not gonna guess what happens next. Very unpredictable. Like absolutely unpredictable in a good way. Next up is Lady Baltimore. Damn, there's a lot of comic books. Next up is Lady Baltimore, The Dream of Ikelos. Lady Sophia Baltimore, accompanied by an array of formidable companions, continues her war against the Nazis in an occult alternative outerverse. High in the frozen Italian Alps, a mercenary sorcerer has revealed a dangerous magical artifact. German forces will use it to obliterate Allied forces who stand against them. Unless Sophia and Imogen can take possession of it first. Horror genius writer. Mike Mignola is a really good writer. He's getting some help from Christopher Golan. Bridget Connell was alright. I'll pull it, but if I don't like the first one, I'm not gonna get any more. Next up is Rocket Man and Rocket Girl by Dynamite Entertainment. New York City's 1940s mass bank robbers are making themselves a helicopter getaway, and Rocket Man and Rocket Girl are on the case. But after failing to apprehend the thieves, the team uncovers a more complex conspiracy. Nazis hell-bent on stealing rocket technology for themselves. It's supercharged thrills from Jacob Edgar The Ones and Jordi Perez Firefly. So it seems like it's a golden age thing, Catman and Kitten type thing. I'll pull it. The hell. Golden Age comics were pretty good. Bulls of Beacon Hill by Aftershock. I'm gonna skip. Granite State Punk by Scout Comics. Zeke has just gotten released from prison and is now living. What the fuck? Is now living in the past. Oh fuck. Zeke has gotten released from prison and is now living in the last place he has ever wanted to be, his dead parents' house. Jesus Christ. For years he tried to drown every ounce of the memories of this place and his messed up childhood. Zeke is now forced to confront it, and a revelation from his past is filled with the occult, punk rock, dark magic, and its connection to New Hampshire's. I was a punk rock person back in the high school days. I'm not now. This doesn't interest me whatsoever. If you're a punk rocker and you're not a sellout like me, check this out. I'm gonna do a hard pass on it. Now, if I had Blood Moon Comics, I'd be getting Stray Sheep. Maybe I'll pull this on the pull list and it'll get him to request it. Here, let me pull the series. Maybe he'll get it, maybe not. That's not coming. Miracle Kingdom. Not doing that. Sorry, I'm just checking to see how much garbage I have to go through. Alright, Miracle Kingdom issue number 1 by Scout Comics. A forensic accountant investigates a showboating televangelist with dubious healing powers and quickly realizes that he may be dealing with Michelangelo, a scam artist. When his miracles appear to be astonishingly convincing, meanwhile the accountant's true purpose is shrouded in mystery of its own. Hard pass. Not really my thing. Monster Tag Team by American Mythology. It's a brand new series in the vein of the classic team-ups. I don't know, if you're into horror comics, this will be a good thing for you. I'm really burnt out, and there's so much on this pull list. This one's going to be the last priority. It looks really cool though. The art looks fantastic and amazing. Gerardo Gambone, beautiful. So yeah, if I have room, I'm gonna get this one, but it doesn't look like I am gonna care enough for it. Dahlia in the Dark by Mad Cave Studios. Really interesting comic book. Not something that I'm terribly interested in, but it does really good, and the art is really good. So let me know if I'm missing anything on this, guys, if I should catch up on this or what. But it's not something that I'm 100% interested in. Next is Myths and Legends, Black Knight Fate of Legends, issue number 1. There are many mysteries hidden within the powers of the Black Knight, and Peyton Parks must return to Camelot to keep the secrets out of the hands of the malevolent Morgan Le Fay. Unbeknownst to her, not only is Camelot imperiled but the fate of Wonderland hangs in the balance. Don't miss the next harrowing chapter. It looks stupid. It looks absolutely stupid. That dragon, though, looks fucking awesome. But this character looks really dumb. Looks like a man with boobs. Looks awful. Good lord. Next up by Vault Comics is Songs of the Dead, Afterlife, issue number 1. Bethany the Necromancer and a hero among her companions, Alisar and Jonas. She has finally found the rumored covenant. Her perilous journey has brought her to the last bastion of necromancers, but resurging prejudice have them in shambles. Can Bethany unite them in the face of escalating tensions, or will the becoming war shatter all her dreams of a peaceful future? This sounds cool enough, but for $8, I think I'm gonna hard pass on this. It looks like an oversized issue too. Vault Comics, like, I have to be really careful on them because sometimes they'll do some woke turnaround and other times they'll do some really great things that I'll miss out on. This one doesn't look like I'm going to be missing out on much though. Let me know in the comments though if I'm missing out on this one. Next up is Ranger Stranger. I absolutely hated the first one and I'm not going to even go over this one. It's an Archer Ranger story. There you go. If you like that, cool. If you don't, you're like me. This shit was garbage. It was fucking garbage. Next up is Black Clover, issue number 355. That came out 2 days ago. Pick that up while it's out. And excuse me, there's some Archie stuff. We've been getting some Keen Spot, so let's see what Toy is all about. In this action-packed first issue, Lily Buttercup terrorizes the town with her new ginormous mech suit. Will Toy be able to stop this evil kitty before she destroys his beloved town, or will this kitty have executed the perfect plan? $6? You can get much better kid comics for $6. Sorry. Alright, I think that's gonna do it for this this week's comic book, because the rest of these aren't gonna go to my comic book shop. So yeah, let me know if I missed anything. Let me know if I am missing out on some comic books I'm gonna skip. Thank you so much for watching. Salam alaikum. Have a great